No, we can take up anything, even Uttara Gita or this, it doesn't matter. But
If there are no other questions, I think
yeah.
if people have questions,
Ananda Shastram Bahu Vedidavyam Alpascha Kale Bahuvascha Vigno Yel Sarabhutam Tadupasitavyam Hamso Yatha Kshira Mivambo Misram. This is what I heard first and then started hunting for the book. There are lot of slokas, lot of shastras, different Vedas are there. Bahu Vedidavyam Alpascha Kale. You have only little time in your life.
yes,
Bahuvascha Vigno. Lot of troubles in your life.
yes,
So you must capture the essence like Ivampu Mishram, like a swan consuming milk out of water. So actually swan doesn't have the ability to consume milk out of water. It is only a poetical imagination. Okay. So this sloka made me or pulled me to Uttara Gita, and I think we have 96 slokas. I think we can pick it up and do some other time.
yes,
Okay.
sir.
If
Yes, sir.
there are no other questions, yeah, what you wanted was Kashmiri Shiavism, right? I may not know the sequence in which it is there, but some of them are known. If you have it, 36 of, I think 36, right? You can
Yes, sir.
ask me one by one, probably I can explain it. I may not know the sequence. But I remember the Kashmir Shaivism has got lot of influence on the first Shiva. Shiva concept is what is more strong. Shiva, Shakti, Ganapatyam, Saurya and Vishnu. There are 5 different deities generally in Bharatiya Sankalpa, Kshetra, um, I don't like to use the word God, but that is how we can use it, like Murti, Bimba. In all that, most strongest probably what is considered is Shiva only. Even the Vishnu Sankalpa in the form of Rama, the story became famous because Shiva was explaining that to Parvati, and that's how the story became famous. That's what is told. So the Chaitanya, the now today most famous aspect of Hinduism which people practice is Samadhi, though it is not called Samadhi meditation, which is a duplicate form of Samadhi. The God for that, the real consciousness, supreme consciousness, when you attain, that is called Chaitanya. So the word Chaitanya is a synonym for or another name for Shiva. So Kashmiri Shaivism is basically thrusting upon that Chaitanya, that energy source, that consciousness in the supreme level. But then naturally the Chaitanya effect is because Shiva's presence is always discussed along with the Ardhanarishwara Sankalpam. That means there is no Shiva without a Shakti. Therefore, I remember the second element is Shakti Sankalpa. Even the other day,
Yes.
correct?
So there are, I think, sir, second is Sakti Tattva, and the third element is Iswar Tattva.
Yeah, the Shakti is what I am saying now. The Shakti Tattva is the Shakti element of the goddess, who is actually part of Shiva only. though Shakti is seen separate, because even Shankaracharya has seen it as Shiva Shaktya Yukto Yadi Bhavati Shakta Prabhavidum Nache Devam Devo Na Khalu Kushala Spandidum Api. Shiva and Shakti cannot be separated. When the she is, the E is left with the Sha, E is not there, the vowel E is not there, then Shiva becomes Shava. That means Shiva cannot exist without Shakti. So the first tattva is the tattva of blissfulness, Chaitanya, consciousness. And second one is the Shakti, the Ananda part of it.
Yes, yes.
Yes, the Ananda part is the mother. And the third one, I don't know the sequence. What is the third one?
Third one is Iswar Tattva.
Yeah, that is the God of the universe. Ishvara is Sadashiva. The name for Ishvara, Shiva, another name is Sadashiva. Sada.
Fourth one is Sadasiva.
Which one? Fourth one, no?
Yes, fourth one is Sadasiva.
Yeah, both the third and fourth are the synonyms of God, Shiva only.
Yes.
Because either it is third or fourth or third, it doesn't matter. It's all to represent that the desire, the desire what we have,
Yes.
what is inside us, which creates lot of dependence to the nature and the knowledge about the whole world, the whole universe, and understand that is inside you. The aham, the I, the I-ness. I keep saying, when I say that I am inside a room, what is inside my room is only air. The wall, the window, the door is only putting some air inside the room, but there is no difference between the air inside and the outside. So there is no difference between in and out. The I-ness and the universe remains one and the same. So the expression of Ishvara is what is in me is what is in the outside. That is the knowledge. And once I know the I-ness, the whole universe, the Sadashiva, the whole universe remains one for me. The Prakriti relationship. The air which goes inside, Prana, Apana, Udhana, Samana, it's all equal for me. That's why the Vayu, the air which goes inside, when it is outside we call it as air, once it goes inside it is called a Prana. Is there a difference between in and out? For a Sattvic, for a soul which is enlightened, there is no difference. The Aham is not different from the Prakriti. So those together is Sadashiva and Ishvara. So these are all synonyms for Shiva. So Shiva, Shakti, Ishvara, Sadashiva, then
is Suddha Vidya Tattva.
yeah, there are lot of actions when we do. The actions become, the inside of me is clean. The actions which comes out of me becomes very clear. That means the person who is experiencing the perform of action becomes my presence in my actions also. You identify.
Kriya Shakti. Kriya Shakti.
Yeah, Kriya Shakti. So once my action becomes very clear, my Kriya becomes very clear.
Okay.
That action is what represents my Vidya. Such Vidya which is actionable, without a desire, without my selfishness inside. Again, the Sadashiva, Ishvara, I-ness is lost. I am with the Prakriti is being established here. There is no point in existing in this universe without actions. So when that comes into action, that is called a Shuddha Vidya Tattva, I think. That's how it is called.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Then after that, Maya is there. The Maya is there.
Yeah.
The sixth one is Maya. That is that appearance part of Param Siva.
What is this? See, assume that I am doing an action. My presence is seen only when I am looking at me or somebody is looking at me. Otherwise, the sankalpa, the thoughts are only like a reflection in a mirror. Like Shankara told, Manam Darpana Samanam. When you think about DrTPS, whether you are seeing me or my words are inside you, or the reflections of what I told is, or what our interactions have kept in each one of us, is what is existing in us. So I need not exist, but what exists is a reflection of me. Like, oh, you may not remember me at all, but as I come in front of the mirror, the impressions are not in the mirror, but as I come in front, I am visible. So Maya is Manas. Actually, Maya is Manas. Manas, the feelings. I get a feeling of somebody else. It is a Maya. So that feeling, when I am able to get it, my kriya, my knowledge, my words, my touch, my smell, everything is in your sankalpa only. It's in your thought process, in your feelings. So that is actually building up knowledge. So what is the basis of knowledge? When I am talking, you have the concept of each and every word which is inside you. When I make a sentence, those words are being used, you relate all of them to create a knowledge inside you. So if you look at the creation of knowledge, that itself becomes a Maya. So Maya is another form of experiential knowledge, which cannot be seen physically. It is not a materialistic knowledge. The taste of it, the feeling of it, the smell, all these are sankalpas only. It is not materialistic. So what is Panchendriya giving? That rasa of each one of them, the taste of each one of them is called a Maya. So we live not in the materialistic world actually. We live in the Maya world. Maya world is more popular, more filled in us than materialistic.
But sometimes people, they relate Prakriti of Sankhya as Maya of Advaita.
That is when you
Is it
use,
a correct explanation? Or?
then when you use logic and then identify, then that becomes the Sankhya. People love to do that. But as far as Shaivism is concerned, the Maya is only the basic knowledge. The basic knowledge word itself is Sankhya. Knowledge doesn't come without the logic. So Sankhya is basically logic. That is how they related Maya into Sankhya. There is nothing wrong. That's what I said. The whole world is, for human being, the whole world is Maya. But Maya has its own logic. When I say smell, when I say the Pancha Indriya is able to identify, then I am sensible. I am able to understand. I am able to analyze. I am able to distinguish. I am able to separate them. So my Viveka Vivechana Buddhi is applied there. Therefore, definitely there is a logic behind the Maya.
they also used Maya has 6 aspects.
Ah,
Five coverings of Maya Kala.
ah.
Vidya, Raga, Kala, Niti. These all are coming under Maya only. 5 coverings of Maya Kala.
Actually, all of them are seen as separate the Shaiva Tattvas.
Yes.
So the Kala Tattva is, I got an impression. Just now I was telling about the impression, right? That impression is in me. Like in front of the mirror, when you are there, it is there. When how long we will keep it, how much you will keep it depends on how much impression it is able to make in us. So some people today, one of the coordinator for Walk with a Scholar of Kerala, he was a Kerala government very senior officer who was conducting the entrance examinations in Kerala and all that. So this he had sent me a message saying that one of my student who met me in 2017 got a scholarship in UK, 1.5 crores in one of the best prestigious university on biology related PhD. Chancellor's scholarship. That means including the living expense is taken care of by the university itself. So immediately what I did was I was able to relate that and then find out to which student. And it so happened there was a state level camp which was happening. There were many students selected from different colleges. It was about creating dream in life. I picked up one number 25. They are given with a registration number. I may not know even the name. I don't know who is that. But I said 25, come and speak. So immediately the girl who came first whom I picked up was this girl. So that video I have just sent it to him saying that I remember this is the girl. So he was telling me that still you are keeping all this tag and remembering people like this. I said not everybody, but some people we still remember and then say there is some relation, right? So the impression created by each individual time may wipe it out after some time, but some impressions will remain in you for a long time. So Kala has got a great influence on the relationship between people, whatever the impressions which we can create. So Kala is to be considered with an impression. Similarly, the Vidya. I know this person. I know this subject. The knowledge, how much I have. That is Vidya. So Kala, Vidya, I think the next, what is that?
It says Kala, Vidya, Raga.
Yeah, Raga. Raga is how much love I have. How much attachment I have. How much, I got an impression. The impression can be good and bad, right? The knowledge, I know the person doesn't mean I know him good as or bad as. The next one substantiates the relationship is positive. That means I have got raga towards, I have got love. Raga is the real attachment, the bondage, the love. If that is not there, I will not be able to pick up somebody's video just like that. So he himself doesn't remember. I must have given hundreds of lectures. How do I remember this is the person? And immediately, it did not take me time at all. It just went. So I have got a relationship building. I have an attachment. I have got a relation. That relation with an attachment of love is called Raga. So Kala, Vidya, Raga,
and Niti.
Yeah.
One is Niti is there. Niti.
The Niti is, Niti is again which is correct, which is not correct. In the given point of time or in the given situations, in the given environment, how do I look at something as correct or not correct? Which is, I can explain it. Probably I can justify it. There is a justification which can be given. That is called Niti. And what cannot be justified, what is considered as fate is called niyati, right? Which is given to me, which I have no option. I don't have to identify what is right and what is wrong. That is niyati.
Okay. So after that they have spoken about Purusa, Prakriti and all the Sankhya evolution, like they have said Purusa, Prakriti, Buddhi, Ahankara, Manas, then Gyanendriyas.
Yeah, this is what I said. The first I was when I was explaining. I know that 5 indriyas, and all that 5 indriyas giving impression to me, and those impressions when I process it, that is what is giving this knowledge, and that processing part is the Maya part, and that is what is creating impression. So the subsequent ones are actually, if somebody wanted to look at it, all these 35 steps are nothing new. It all end with, or maybe start with the first step, which is called Chaitanya. When I have got Chaitanya, I have got consciousness. The different aspect of consciousness is what is called hearing, seeing. These are all different consciousness. So what happens, even if you look at every rituals which we have, I keep mentioning about Sapta Shuddhi, no? Pranapana Vyanodhana Samaname Shuddhyandam Jyotirham Viraja Vipatma Bhuya Sangha Swaha Vak Mana Chakshu Srotra Grana all and Jihwaredo Buddhyagriti Sankalpam. Sankalpam is what is creating with this relationship between what is inputted in me. How does the word comes? Vidya. How does the Vidya comes? With the impressions what my Indriyas created inside me is what is my Vidya. And that Vidya comes out in terms of words. So my Vak Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Jnana Shakti. My thoughts which are converted into words and actions. If three things can be clean, my life becomes cleaner. So all the 10 Indriyas and 10 elements which are creating impressions in me are also part of the Shaivism. But all these are only maybe sub portions of what is called Chaitanya or consciousness. That's why it is easy for us to connect. We don't have to remember, or I don't have to remember that. Probably what I would have done is, I would have taken Chaitanya and immediately talked about Indriyas and its impressions. That's what we have.
What I found that first 11 elements are not there in Sankhya evolution. That they have 25 elements, but the first 11 are not there. So that is something I think making Shaivism different from.
Yeah, I think when you look at the Maya Sankalpas and all that, Sankhya doesn't explain it as Maya. So how do you process and create knowledge? That is through my logical reasoning. So I think every person who has got logical, he will not believe in Maya, right? So he will not believe about impressions. So these are all what is missing in the Sankhya Sankalpa.
Even sir, this Kala and time which you spoke, that is also not there in Sankhya evolution.
It will not be there. That is because we believe that, oh, I am able to think about it. That knowledge is imperishable. That cannot be diluted. Knowledge is there or knowledge is not there. That is what is Sankhya. That is like a clear disparity between knowing and not knowing. But here it talks about reflections. It is not a picture. It is not realistic. It is absolute, is what is called Sankhya. Here it is like actually that is why Kashmiri Shiavism become more closer to people. I am able to understand it because, it is not that I know, I know Dr. Jayanti doesn't mean I know totally, right? There itself is a non-clarity. But Sankhya believes that I know means I know. That is clear-cut distinction. Even if I know the taste, that doesn't mean I know the taste, right? The taste also can be very different. So it has lot of things to do with relative things. Therefore, I heard. That doesn't mean I heard completely, right? So if you take 5 indriyas also, there is a non-clarity in things. For individually, it can be different. Whereas Sankhya believes that you heard it. It's like a court order. So the court will say, you were there? Yes, I was there. Did you witness? Yes, I witnessed. But how much clarity you had based on your vision ability, right? Your impressions, what you create. There is no second question. You were there, you have seen it. Oh, my impression was something else, you cannot explain in a court. So, it's like a judgment, or it's like a black and white as far as Sankhya is concerned. But here, the impressions, reflections, maya, my raga, my love towards somebody. See, how do you define love in Sankhya? There is nothing called love. That is why the first few parts are missing. So,
Yes, sir.
Vak, Pani, Pada, Prashtha, all that portions. I think the Saptashuddhi explains all these different elements as part of it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Rupa, Rasa,
One
Gandha.
thing-
Because when we say 5 elements in the earth itself, the earth has got a smell. So earth is related to smell. And water is related to in the sequence, earth, over that water, over that fire, then air, then ether. So same way, the smell, the taste, and the relationship between all of them are considered as part of it. Gandha, Rasa, Rupa, Sparsha, Shabda. I think that's how it is. Gandha, Rasa, Rupa, Sparsha, Shabda. That means earth, water, fire, air, Akash. Shabdam is,
Hearing and smelling, tasting,
yeah,
feeling.
yeah, that is what it
like
is. Yeah,
Spurs, Gandha.
yes. Gandha
They-
is smell, Rasa is taste, Rupa is the shape, Sparsha is the touching, and Shabda is the sound. All of them are considered as main components in the Panchabhuta and how the Indriyas are feeling about it. Right.
Yes, sir. Sir, one thing they talk about chitti, consciousness, and also they talk about mala. What is that mala exactly?
Mala is pollution. Mala is, see, when you have yoga, what is that sloka which you chant? What is the sloka which you chant during the yoga practice? The yoga practitioners in the beginning will chant one sloka. You tell me what is that?
Yoga chitta nirodha.
Yogena chittasya. You have done yoga course and then you were giving lot of importance to this, no? So every day you must be chanting this. Yogena chittasya padena vacham malam sharirasya cha vaidyakena. See, one of the biggest mistake probably all the yoga practitioners did was, he considered who is the God being praised here? Who is that yogena chittasya patena vacha malam sharirasya cha vaidyakena? This is being chanted about whom?
By the Ishwar.
Yeah, but
By the
about whom? About whom you are praising this?
about the Ishwar.
No, no, no. This is a chanting for the yoga practitioners.
This, what you said about mala, this is basically those who are practicing yoga.
Yeah, I am saying, I am
Yes.
asking a question to you now. Yogena chittasya padena vacha malam sharirasya cha vaidyakena. These two lines are about whom? Next two lines, if you chant, you know about whom.
This is who are practicing the yoga.
I am asking about whom you are praying. Dr. Jayanti is able to get the question. You don't know, you can tell you don't know. The next line says, Yopa karottam pravaram muninam. The greatest of the muni, Patanjalim pratnalidanatosmi. Patanjali. It is about the Patanjali. So you are praising Patanjali on these two slokas. For what? These abilities are what is given to you. Yogena chittasya. The yoga is to clean your chitta. Chitta. You asked two questions. What is chitta? The chitta is cleaning the manas, cleaning the feeling.
Okay.
The yoga practice is not for physical body at all. It is not me who told. The sloka which you are chanting before the practice itself says, the yogasana is not for physical exercise. That is what you are praying. Who told this? Patanjali told. So is it yogasana for physical practice? Actually, you are cheating and faking Patanjali. The stupid fellows who are teaching Patanjali Yoga Shastra doesn't know the meaning of this sloka.
No, actually, you are right, sir. You are right.
No, you
Patanjali
tell.
never said-
The next line says, he has got three abilities, Patanjali. One ability is mind control. Yogena chittasya. With yoga, that means with the devotion, thinking about all the activities as devotional activity, surrendering myself to Bhagavan. With bhakti, my thought process will get surrendered to Bhagavan so that my mind will become calm and quiet. Second one, Padena Vaja. With nice words, my words will become cleaner and cleaner. So he is a communication leader also. He is a psychotherapist. He is a communication expert. And the third one is Malam Sharirasya cha Vaidyakena. Who removes malam from my body. Malam means dirt. All the dirty things from my body, cleaning my body, is what is done through Vaidya. Through good food and life science practices. So, Patanjali has got three specialities. One is psychology, second one is nice communication skill, third one is he is also considered as, don't see that it is only Charaka and Sushruta. Patanjali is also a Ayurvedic doctor. And next line says, Yopa karottam pravaram muninam Patanjalim pratnali rana tosmi. I do pratna, namaskaram to you. Hey Patanjali, I do namaskaram to you because pravaram muninam, you are the greatest of the greatest rishis. So he is also a rishi. So malam is understood there, chit is understood, Chaitanya is also understood there. Got it? That Chaitanya is the consciousness which understands all the indriyas so that your communication becomes very clear. So all these are tightly related to Kashmiri Shiavism. Totally bounded to Kashmiri Shiavism. The duality. The Maya is also considered as duality. I can only surrender to Bhagavan when I consider Bhagavan is different and I am different. And you realize that it is one and the same when your consciousness reaches the top. You become one and together with the Ma. So first starts with the duality, then join into Bhagavan. That's how it is. That is why the separation happens. So the yoga concept is totally inbuilt in the Kashmiri Shiavism. The myself and the consciousness putting together is called yoga. The Chaitanya is inside me. Understanding the I is with the nature. What a great thought is that. That is yoga. So Kashmiri Shaivism can be explained as the real yoga concept, where that is by Maya, Chit, Malam, everything is being explained there. So one sloka when you chant, understand it would have been, see, once upon a time the separations were not there. The separations came only when we wanted to learn it in different classrooms, right? The syllabus came so that we made them into separate. Otherwise all of them are same.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
These are all sankalpas. So different stages of sankalpas. The expansion of sankalpa is what is given here. Good. It was a good maybe.
But interestingly, Kashmir Shiavism is not the part of our syllabus.
Yeah, but that is what I am saying. Whether you learn it or not, when you have learned something, reading this become. I must not have discussed this or learned this maybe after 10 years or 15 years. I am recollecting it now. Nobody asked me this question. I don't even remember. But it is easy for me because every day I am doing some more other things. When I talk about yoga also, these points come into mind. I think one of the speeches which I gave in BCM college or CMS college, Kottayam, one of the colleges, they asked me, they have given the title of the talk based on the sound which comes from the Shaivism. That is how I related to that. Vaikhari or something there. Vaikhari they named, I think.
Yes.
The program name was called Vaikhari. That's how I related, I think.
Okay. They said that in order to know Kashmir Shiavism, there are 4 ways you can do that: Chitti and Mala and Upaya, then Moksha. So these are the kind of.
Yeah, that is one is the manas, which is related to that. Another one is you can do it with the whole body. That is where again the body and the manas is related. Once you take it for body, it becomes the mala. Wherever there is a material, there is a pollution. And how do you treat them is Vaidya related activity. But body and the mind is related. Sharira Manaso Yoga Paraspara Manuvrajit. They are related in such a fashion. So is it different? It is not different. Because you cannot understand them, you cannot treat them differently. You have to put them together. So some people can approach through the body, some people can directly approach to the manas.
So can I ask slightly a different question?
Yes.
Like suppose if you are facing some health issue, is it something suddenly, like everything is going in a smooth manner and suddenly you faced some problem? So is it something related to your karma, or it is something has a kind of?
See, I am living in Ernakulam, Kochi, and there is a sudden rain. My mobility depends on whether my roads are also flooded. Nobody is able to travel today in Kerala. Is it because of my karma, or is it because of the whole Cochin people have got same karma on that day? The trains are diverted. It is not me who is missing my option for appearing for an interview. No. Many people are missing so many opportunities. So how do you relate it, things which happens in you? You relate it, it is your karma. Is it that everybody who got into the train had the same karma phala, and that is why they have got into some same accidents? See, that is why I said your success, your appearing interview, you getting a job, you having breakfast, you did not had breakfast, all these are not related to karma at all. No God is going to account these everyday activity of every individual, every creature in this world. 126 types of varieties of flies, same varieties of uh, no creature which can walk on the ground, which can fly, which can also swim in water. So you can imagine that many number of creatures are there. Do you think God is going to keep account of all these different janmas? Nothing. It doesn't matter at all. How does it matter? It doesn't affect at all. So you are only relating when it comes to you, the whole world is on you. The other day I was telling, you look a mountain from far, it looks a small pebble for you. Right? But you lie down on the floor and you keep a small stone in front of your eyes, it can block the whole and it looks like a big mountain in front of you. So every small problem becomes a big problem to you when it comes to you. So how do you get rid of this? Keep it away from you. We are all living in this world like one small droplet in the ocean. I cannot make any difference in the ocean just because I make a lot of difference. I have no faith in such things at all. What I can do is, who is very close to me, who is talking to me, who is related to me, who has got some interest to me, who is talking to me, I can reflect on them. That's it. So we have only such influence. So my karma, which I am doing outside my interest to such two people extra in my life itself is a big karma for me. So how am I going to make an influence of me which is not bounded? If I don't talk to Dr. Jayanti Sahu, it makes no difference in my life. You are not upset, I am not upset. If I do something good, that is without a attachment, without a boundedness, without any over expectations. That is called karma. So in such karma, whether it happens, whether it is objected or not, I don't care, right? That is how it should be. Therefore you will relate. It is not karma, it is not a great thing. A small cold comes, maybe some portion of my body itself is not able to function. All these doesn't matter. God doesn't have any consequence of this. What do you do with all this ability which you have as an extra? That is what is being looked at. And it is not somebody accounts, it is you who accounts, and tomorrow you feel happy about it. So you are the God within you. So you are the karma phala. The spectator is you. The action is from you. The benefit is also from you only. And it is getting benefited to you. Don't think when I help somebody else, that person is getting benefited or not. That doesn't matter at all. I feel happy about it. That's good enough. That happiness is in me. That's it.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah.
So one more thing that I'm just giving one instance of someone,
Yeah.
not mentioning any name.
Yeah.
So somebody was working in a college, say, for 14 to 16 years. And after that, I'm just giving you a situational ethics, that what is dharma. And then suddenly that interview took place and he was thrown out of that institution.
Yeah.
So what is that dharma?
See,
Says,
there are, what
is it
happened?
justified?
Why not? Why you are getting so much options in this world if you are able? If you are not able, then only you are worried about one position, one post, all that doesn't matter, right? The world is full of options. What is not there in this world? The possibilities are thousands and hundreds. Different departments are there, different jobs are there, different options are there.
Him, But for him, he gave his best of his time.
So how does it
Best
matter?
of,
See, that is what I'm saying. When I give my time to something, that doesn't mean I am giving my time. I am getting a lot of experience from that, lot of happiness from that. See, it is like asking, I am investing all my time for my kids and they don't care me today. Who asked you to invest your whole time on them? Did you not enjoy taking care of them? Then you should not have done it. I worked in Department of Space for 20 years. Every day I enjoyed. Even if I don't get pension, I don't depend on that, I will tell you. What is being given to me as a pension is an extra bonus. I don't care. How does it matter to me? I was paid. I enjoyed every moment. See, I will tell you, if somebody calls me for a lecture, I will spend my money and then go there and give lectures today. People will ask, are you mad? Why are you not asking them airfare? I said, if I want to go for a trip, will somebody pay or I will pay? An excursion which I am going, I will have to pay, right? Correct or not? So when I go there, don't I spend money? And I am seeing sceneries. For DrTPS, giving a lecture is much happier than seeing a scenery. So somebody giving me an option to talk to children, that is a much bigger option, bigger entertainment than, see, I'll tell you, when we go to some places for giving a lecture, they may pay me 1,000 rupees. You know, last time I went to Kerala for a lecture, what is given in a cover is 1,000 rupees. It is not even half of the money which I am paying from my house to airport. Forget about my airfare, forget about my car which I am driving all the way. Maybe 5 hours I drive and then go to some places. Your taxi fare will be much higher than that. Do you think I am going for that small cover which they are giving? Why am I accepting? Because I don't want to tell them, no, give it to an attender there. Or you can give to the tea shop fellow, maybe the cleaning person. When I go to temple, what I do is I take it and put it in the hundi, in the donation box. That happiness is what I am deriving, right? So if you have worked in some place, 15 years I worked in a college as a teacher, I have seen 15,000 children, maybe 1,500 children I must have taught. If I am not able to make 5 good children of mine out of it, who will follow me? All that 15 years was a waste. And if 5 students are following me and I am made an impression on them, I think rest of my life, if I don't do job also, they will pay me. Every month, do DrTPS want more money than what I am getting salary? I have to write only 1 or 2 people in my life who are my students. They will pay me that much every month if I want my maintenance. I have such students. Is it not good enough in life?
yes, sir.
Eh?
Yes, sir. That is,
What else is required? So, is it job is important until your death, a permanency, pension, that is important to you? Or you have lived 50 years, 15 years service means 25 plus 15, 40 years you lived. In 40 years of life, you are not able to acquire relationship and then people who cares you. Even if you live another 40 years is waste, I'll tell you.
yes, sir. Yes, I agree.
So,
Yes, I agree.
consider karma as that. No, that is what is important.
Yes.
I will tell you from Wayanad. I will tell you, there is one boy who calls me from Wayanad. Maybe monthly once he will call me. Not only he will call me. When he calls, last time when he called, he said, are you free now? Will you come on a video? I said, yes. And he came on video and he was showing me to all, he works in a United insurance company. He was showing to every person who is there in his office. Another 10 fellows who are working in the office. Everybody knows DrTPS. I never seen them. And where did I see this boy? When we were traveling to Wayanad, I was traveling in a Kerala State Road Transport Corporation. It is full, bus is full. I had a seat. And this boy was standing with a bag. So I told him, give that bag, I will take it. And I kept the bag on my lap because I was seeing him struggling with the bag. I only helped him with his luggage putting onto my lap. I have nothing to do. He was a small boy studying in a college. I was director for an academic staff college that time. I had the facility for going in a university car. But what do I do sometimes? I travel by bus, stay there 2-3 days because I am going on a holiday and I am also teaching somewhere. And then next day morning I am traveling. Monday morning buses from no small villages to city is full of rush. And that boy, after some time, he came to contact with me. We were in, it's almost 18-20 years. So last time, the same day evening, he called me again and then to show his house. The house is constructed in such a fashion where my house is almost having big veranda, big corridor. He made his house also like that corridor and then grill and all same shape. He was telling, I copied everything from you. His family knows me, his employers knows me, his subordinates knows me, his superiors knows me. That's a relationship. You know how many people he got connected to me. He will tell somebody comes with a problem, immediately he will say talk to DrTPS, he will solve your problems. He connects me to many people. That's a confidence which he has. And every time he will tell you, whenever you want to go for a holiday, just come here and stay. He has got a palatial, beautiful house with a beautiful scenery in a mountainous region there. I'll tell you, Jayanti, you have to listen to one of the songs which was sung by Lata Mangeshkar for a Malayalam song. There is a movie called Nellu. Nellu means the paddy grain.
Okay.
She sang one song in Malayalam. That is the most beautiful explanation of that mountainous district in Kerala. Kathali Chankatali, that is the starting. Beautiful song. She sang only at very 1 or 2 songs, I think. Only one song, I don't know. And that may be this. Long back. Nellu. The movie name is Nellu.
I'll see that.
He is from that place. So he was showing me. When I stand on top of my house, you will see the whole area around it. So that's a relationship. What is that I invested in him? Maybe picking up his bag and holding in my lap for some time. That's it. I could have not cared him. But I cannot do that. When I see somebody, I feel like helping them, stretching my arm, come. See, that's what I do. Is it thinking that he is going to be my lifelong friend for 20 years? He will call me. If I have to go and stay in any resort there, I will have to pay 10,000 rupees per bed at night. Now he has taken me also to some resort where I have been accommodated free 3 days. Earlier also. So does it cost that much? Don't count your actions by returning. What do I get? If I don't get, what will happen? I must have helped many people like that also. I may not remember all of them. When they reflect, I remember. When they don't reflect, I don't remember. That's it. As simple as that.
Yes, you are right. But I was worried about that boy, like who struggled.
Yeah, he should see, every performer can perform only when he has got good attitude, he has got good skill and good environment. Every 3 things together will make him to get what is fit for him. So if he is not fitting, I will have to open up anything else and then do something. It can happen at any point of time, right? To anybody it can happen. See, now for example, for that boy, not getting a permanent teaching position in a college is a big problem for him. For Rahul Gandhi, not becoming president of Congress is a big problem for him. Right? He knows if he become president of Congress, finished, Congress will be over. Therefore, he is not ready to become. Correct?
So that I will be happy. But this case is totally different.
No, I am saying.
Because of the politics that he was thrown out of.
Yeah, sometime you should know how to play politics. That is your ability. Suppose DrTPS is not able to play politics, I have to be out of that. I should go somewhere where politics is not part of playing, right? See, Rahul Gandhi is also not able to play politics. That's why he is out of the politics, right?
Yes.
See, everywhere that is ability. Why Modi became leader? Once upon a time, many of his colleagues who were bigger leader, greater, powerful people were in front and he was behind. It's a race. It's a race. Every day it's a race. Don't think that the world is running with the people who have blessed, able and all that. Trick also plays. So you will have to find your path, your ways, but don't get upset. This is good for you. See, Vivekananda told once, if you don't get options to give public speaking, keep writing. Don't keep on thinking and I am not able to do what I wanted to do. Find something else which you can do. It's a right time for him to find something else so that he can become better tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
He may have a better place. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, sir. True. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So, good enough?
Yes, sir. For me, it's good.
Bye then. Atira, Asha, Sunny.
Yes, good enough. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thanks
you.
a lot.
Yeah.